I've been exclusively using Linux for over a year now, and before that I was a lifelong Windows user. But the one operating system I haven't tried is macOS. So I stole my girlfriend's laptop and gave it a try, and I promise it's a Mac, it just has a sticker over the logo. I wanted to see if I get a similar, highly efficient setup that I have on my highly customized Linux computer on macOS, and then I can decide whether or not it's worth it for me to switch. And honestly, I was really surprised, in a good way. So first, I want to try to set up my absolute favorite thing on my Linux setup, and that's my hotkeys. But I have no idea how to do that, so the first step is to open the browser. Now, to be completely honest with you, I own an iPhone, and I never use Safari. But for the sake of really diving into macOS, we're going to try to use Safari. How to set up hotkeys for workspaces in macOS. To set up hotkeys for switching between workspaces in macOS, navigate to System Settings. Okay, this is kind of weird, but I noticed that my scroll bar does not work. Oh wait, it does work, it's just reversed. When I scroll up, it scrolls down. When I scroll down, it scrolls up. Why is macOS scroll wheel reversed? macOS scroll wheel is reversed by default due to a feature called natural scrolling to mimic the touchscreen experience of iPhones and iPads. Okay, that makes sense for a touchpad, but why is that happening with my mouse? Natural scrolling off. Okay, now the trackpad feels reversed. I want natural scrolling on my touchpad, but not natural scrolling on my mouse. To make trackpad and mouse scroll wheels act differently on macOS, you must use third-party software. It's not a built-in setting. I thought Linux was behind. What world is Apple living in? Okay, so it looks like we can download the Scroll Reverser app through Homebrew, and we're gonna do it through a terminal, but we'll get back to that later in this video. Sorry about the detour, but finally we made it to the keyboard settings. Keyboard shortcuts. In here in Mission Control, we see the option to switch between desktops, and it does. It switches between workspaces with ease. So this is already a huge part of my Linux setup. I love that macOS can do this. Now, something I will say is this animation is quite long. I think having really fast animations is super important. Like on my Linux setup, all the animations to switch workspaces are about 100 milliseconds. So the human eye can like barely see it, but it's still like a little nice visual flair. These macOS animations are taking like a whole second just to switch workspace. It's a little bit annoying and just makes the whole operating system feel slow. So we're gonna move ahead to the next highly efficient part of my setup, and that's setting up hotkeys for every single app that I use regularly. So instead of having to open the terminal through the Apple Spotlight thing, let's try to set it up so we can open the terminal by just hitting Command tilde. How to set up hotkeys for apps on macOS. On your Mac, choose Apple Menu, System Settings, click Keyboard in the sidebar, then click Keyboard Shortcuts. The first time you open System Settings, it takes like 3 to 4 seconds to switch from General to Keyboard, which is kind of annoying. People always complain about Windows using super heavy, unoptimized apps for like stuff on the operating system, but no one talks about how heavy macOS is. This Settings app is super slow, and I don't really think it has anything to do with the Settings app specifically. I think it's just the liquid glass slows everything down so much. So app shortcuts, add another app shortcut. So we're gonna go ahead and select the terminal, except the terminal is not here. So I guess the terminal is not considered an application by macOS. I guess it's its own thing. If you're in the Finder, you can already assign a shortcut to open terminal at the current folder. Okay, but I'm not always gonna be in Finder. If you want a command to work anywhere, it is very simple too. Open the Shortcuts application and a single action. All right, so settings, goodbye, you're useless. Okay, so on the Shortcuts app, we can do Open App. That app can then be Terminal. Oh, and we're lagging. We got the beach ball.
A few moments later.
All right, so Open App. So we're gonna open the Terminal app. So I guess this is our button to run the shortcut, and it does open the terminal. Awesome. Okay, so now how do we set this up with an actual hotkey? Let's go back to the instructions. Click on the faded app text and select terminal. Click on the shortcut details icon, 3 sliders in the top right, then click add keyboard shortcut. Perfect. So we're doing Command tilde. Did that do anything? Oh, you know what? Command tilde is probably already binded to something on here. Yes, Command tilde is a default macOS shortcut used to cycle between windows of the same application. Command tilde, move focus to next window, disabled, done. Okay, so now let's go back to the Shortcuts app. All right, let's test it out. Command tilde. Hey, terminal's open. Okay, now that we can open the terminal using Command tilde, let's download that Scroll Reverser tool that I was talking about. But first, we have to install Homebrew, the missing package manager for macOS or Linux. So we hit copy and paste. Oh shit, something I always forget about macOS is you don't use Control V to paste, you use Command V. So now we can go ahead and install Scroll Reverser. It should show up on our Apple Spotlight. It does, it shows up on our Apple Spotlight. Scroll Reverser is an app downloaded from the internet. Are you sure you want to open it? Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and reverse a trackpad. All right, so now the mouse scrolls properly, and so does the touchpad. That's nice, but I can't believe it wasn't built in. Pretty much every full-fledged distro with like a desktop environment has this built in, like Ubuntu and Linux Mint. They all have this built in, so I can't believe macOS doesn't. Okay, so next I want to try installing the terminal user interfaces that I use every single day on Linux. And the first one I want to install is Yazzie. Yazzie is essentially a file manager similar to like Finder on macOS. Yazzie allows you to browse and open files on the terminal. All right, so opening files from Yazzie works perfectly. We have DogCow and we have Tux. If you're not familiar with DogCow, by the way, it's one of the original macOS like logos. Before Finder was the logo, people considered DogCow the logo of macOS. And of course, we have Tux, the logo of Linux, the greatest little mascot ever, our hero. So Yazzie works really well. I think it's effortless. Now let's see if we can set up a hotkey specifically for Yazzie. This shortcut is still going to open the terminal, but now we're also going to run a shell script. We're just going to type Yazzie, and then we're going to add a keyboard shortcut. Control F is going to open the terminal, then it's going to run shell script Yazzie, which essentially opens our new file manager. It actually works really well. I will say Safari is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Something I'm a huge fan of is how small the top bar is. Like on some browsers like Chrome, I feel like that top bar takes up like so much screen real estate, so I appreciate how skinny this is. It's not as good as Helium, which I use on Linux, but it's pretty good. I also think Finder is pretty good. I mean, it's just like a basic file manager. It's nothing crazy. One thing I will say is my biggest annoyances with macOS honestly come from the windowing system. I think the windowing system is awful and it should be completely redone from the ground up. I'm a fan of Liquid Glass. I do think it's nice. I think a lot of people talk about how hard it is to read text, but honestly, I think that was only really an issue in the beginning. I think they've since fixed it. I think it's super easy to read everything. I have no problems with reading anything on the screen. I feel like a lot of people unfairly make it seem like Windows has a ton of ads on their operating system, which they do, but no one talks about how many ads there are on macOS. Why is Apple TV, Apple Music, Apple News, Apple Keynote, Apple Numbers, Apple Pages, Apple App Store, all downloaded by default on my laptop? I don't need any of these apps. So honestly, I think macOS is still a very bloated operating system. I don't see myself ever switching to Mac. However, I can appreciate how well built this laptop is. It feels really good to hold. I also will say I'm a fan of the touch bar. I know it's a very controversial thing, but I do think the touch bar is kind of nice. I think this is the perfect laptop to give to your grandma who's never used a computer in her life before, and this just makes it so she never has to learn. She can just treat this like an iPad. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just a biased Linux user. Please let me know in the comments, is there something that I missed about macOS, something I should try that'll make me fall in love with this operating system? I'm down to try this again. And if you're curious what the best terminal games of all time are, then I highly recommend this next video. My name is Slax, and I hope you have a great day.